My name is John Newby. I have been a Republican and conservative basically my whole life. Growing up, Ronald Reagan was my personal hero. I still have a poster of him up in my office at home. I support sending more aid to Ukraine because I think this is the clearest example in my lifetime and all of our lifetimes of good versus evil. What Putin is trying to do is despicable. He basically wants to wipe out the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian nation. America is supposed to stand for freedom and democracy, and to allow him to do that is just, in my mind, be a tragedy and one of the greatest mistakes this country's ever made. Fighting for freedom and democracy is very fundamental to the core beliefs of this nation. I mean, if Russia prevails in Ukraine, it simply emboldens our enemies, China, Iran, North Korea. I mean, they'll see the United States as weak. We already looked weak after the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. We'll probably more likely to get our people involved in a direct conflict with Russia or China if we appear weak and if we don't help Ukraine to the fullest extent possible. The elected Republican officials in Congress that are against it, I just find it despicable. I think I think they know better. I think that they are doing it for political purposes, appealing to their base of the MAGA people, the Trump supporters. I think for a lot of the average voters, unfortunately, they're misinformed. The idea that we can't secure the border and fund Ukraine at the same time. That's just ridiculous. This country is strong enough and powerful enough to do both things, and we should be doing both things. I do have family in Ukraine, which makes it very personal. My wife is from Ukraine, and after her brother is still there, and when the war started, we were able to get his wife and their 8-year-old son out. They came and lived with us for a year. His wife was pregnant when she came, and the baby was born here. I worry for them. If Russia succeeds, I don't want to see those kids growing up under Russian occupation. And that's why it's very personal for me. Like my family that came here and then other folks that I've talked to from Ukraine, I mean, they are so appreciative of what the United States has done. I mean, they love America, knowing how they feel about us, making Ukraine an ally for the long term is in our interest. And to abandon them at this point would just be idiotic to do as a nation.